I do.
Susan Sam.
Okay. Let's just go.
Party is in there. Pretty Sam. Very unusual.
Wow, Michael, and meetings, Michael. He's his last name.
Just about. Okay, so, since now. Make the motion to go back to regular order.
I made the motion, Sam, second.
I think it's, yeah, okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Next item is town administrator report. Does anybody have any questions or comments on Michael's report? And he has broken down now out into separate memos, things that do appear on the agenda elsewhere. You can read. Okay, and nothing else on the administrator's report? Okay. Public Works Director's report?
I've heard a lot of good compliments about the best day. Probably along the roads, but I've told those guys that before, so. But I mean, I'm sure all the guys have heard good things.
Yeah.
And I'll just mention, Michael, I don't know if you were aware, but I noticed that there was a group from the engineering firm on Hagan Road doing surveying today.
I was not aware that they were over today.
Okay, anything else in Public Works Director's report? Or supervisor?
Do you have a number on how many people are participating in the bid program? Have you read them yet? You said it's coming in, I was curious.
I believe they had 50 buckets.
And they're all out.
Yes.
Yes. I think like. And then,
Demand that, and we're not exceeded the, okay.
sounds like it, yes. And I would just underline what Mary said, it's really great for people to pre-sort prior to arrival at the MRF. He said they have quite a few people who think that pre-sorting means sorting while the car is running here at the MRF. Anyhow, airport managers report. A lot of traffic.
Yeah.
And just so you know, the QR code process and PayPal payment process option for tie downs and overnight camping under wing is functioning and has been used.
Oh, yay.
Great, thank you. Okay, planning and zoning administrators report. We've got a bunch of planning and zoning things under committees. Accounting administrators report.
We need to put this, on the agenda to get the checking and designated funds accounts put together.
I believe we will need to do that. I think.
Can we do that?
I don't know that we can do that
Not tonight.
tonight, but we should do that as a future agenda item.
That's what that.
Yeah.
We need to.
And I think there were a couple other things that were mentioned in the audit that we might want to take a look at as well, such as coming up with budgets for designated funds and some of the other funds. So, any other questions on the administrator's report? Moving on, police chief's report. Okay. I don't believe we have a fire chief's report.
We do not have a fire chief's report.
Any particular reason?
He didn't write one. He's not happy. So
Okay, fine. Not fine, but we will move on. Ambulance director's report.
I remember the, call being, very popular. I'm excited. I want to bring it back.
I had a question, or maybe Michael can ask Cindy, She said that I had asked Cal for a memo of the copy we sent in the rig, but carry the rig and you take it back. But she didn't say she got it. She just said she asked for it. So you could,
I was told the same thing, that there was a memo written.
I mean,
I don't know for sure. I was told that that was the intention. So
it'd be nice for one in the rig,
Yeah.
back to the,
to a captain who's not aware. of it.
Exactly.
Correct. I will tell
You
the
can check.
chancellor in the event that actually took place.
Anything else on ambulance director? Okay, do we have unanimous consent to place these reports on file?
Yes, yes.
Next item, Public Works, Road, Stock and Harbor. Okay, parks. Committees, planning and zoning. We are asked to, the TPC is recommending approval of a conditional use permit for a dog park with conditions that, as you'd see in the memo, there must be an organization responsible. Survey must be done to mark property lines. MOU must be in place with the town to include the size and location of fence, size and location of gates, signs to display park rules, requirement that water and shade be available for dogs and dog owners, and any clause on maintenance and cleaning. And so are we prepared to approve the TPC's recommendation?
Yes.
Is there a motion?
I make a motion that we approve the PPC's recommendation for our CP for the. I'll second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye. Aye.
I understand, I
Okay.
didn't see it, I tried to watch it.
I don't know that that's, well, I guess
Yeah.
that is
A public hearing is required.
Yeah, okay.
Meeting.
But, yeah,
Yeah, okay,
there's somebody can put it up somewhere.
I should have.
Yeah.
thank you. Okay, but you're generally. in-
Oh, yeah, I'll approve it, but I didn't go to the hearing, I was gonna watch it on the thing and it was short.
Okay. Next item, so that was approved. Next item, the Cromwell certified survey map for parcel 014-00300-0700. To reconfigure existing parcels into 3 lots. Your motion to approve the certified survey map.
I'll make a motion to approve the certified survey map as presented for Thomas Cromwell.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded, any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries, thank you. Next item, named roads for Hartsel expandable condominiums. And I assume that's why you're here, Bob?
Yeah.
Is there anything that the DPC wants
Well,
to take action
naming of roads is the town board jurisdiction, so that's why it was brought directly to the town board.
on?
We're at a point where Mr. Hartsel's development will need road names, so we're getting the site fire numbers. And so he was asked to come here directly to make his requests for road names.
Asked for my input from a variety of people that I got at 4 o'clock this afternoon. So I just wanted to clean up some of the main road, the main north-south road, was proposed Raspberry Fields Trail, and I wanted to shorten it to Raspberry Trail. And the pump house road is the road that comes in right by the pump house. And then we have 2 little short offshoots of the Raspberry Trail. One is Jolene's Trail and one's Nellie's Trail. And then where Raspberry Trail will go out on South Shore Road, the remainder of that trail would be called then Raspberry Hill Road because there's a little hill in the lake there. And that's where we planted a whole bunch of raspberries and hope to have a big raspberry patch there.
Thank you, Bob. Michael, what would the zoning ask us to do at this point to,
Simply receive the requests.
okay, We won't take any action tonight.
Correct. We will need to have some sort of evaluation whether these were name suggestions conflict with other names in the town. We'll have to consult with the emergency services, for example.
Okay.
That kind of thing.
You know, it is holding on, and I didn't realize this, otherwise I would have gotten this going 6 months ago, but Excel will not bring in the power until we get until we get a fire number. We can't get a fire number until we have the road. So it is, I've got some portable generators back there, I'm going to wait for the travel trailers that are parked there,
We'll try to expedite this as quickly as we can. But we have to.
You're right.
Go through the process. So thank you, Bob, and we will be in touch. Hopefully the town board can approve these by the next town board meeting.
I have a question.
Okay.
On the main road, so like the Altamont Dam and it comes out, I call it the main road.
oh yeah, that's that would be Raspberry Trail.
So that's gonna be Raspberry Trail from end to finish, or from
From
start.
there, and then there's a outlet out on South Shore Road. That so that Raspberry Trail would go all the way down north-south, goes in, takes a left and then takes a right. And goes to the very end by the pond there, and then there's a road going out to South Shore Road there.
Okay,
And then that remainder of it, which heads up, there's a little hill there, that would be Raspberry Hill.
okay.
Any other questions for Bob? Thank you, Bob.
Okay.
Next item, zoning board of appeals. First item, appointment of member for term ending June 30th, 26. Did we ever get the payments clarified if those been made?
I have no idea. I apologize. That was not aware that there was a problem.
Okay, can you have a motion then to postpone
I'll make a motion to postpone.
What?
Board of Appeals seats.
the person I was intending to appoint as an outstanding.
Oh, okay, so you got it. All right.
So, and they just learned that that was an issue for that appointment today.
Got it.
And so
I'll second.
it's moved and seconded to postpone the appointment of member to the zoning board of appeals for our next meeting. Appoint alternate member. I don't know that we have any body that has stepped forward. So we can also postpone that. There's a motion.
I'm going to motion to postpone the alternate member seat.
Moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next item, Affordable Housing Advisory Committee. This is a request for qualifications for the Affordable Workforce Housing Development. And you have a memo on that. And you know, I heard what John said during public comment, and I am having difficulty finding.
At the bottom of the first page, if we just took out and 16 units of seasonal and day housing, that might really take it.
Top of page 4 too.
Upper page 4.
I guess my public comment just would recognize that this housing isn't just for businesses, it's for them to have cheap housing for their employees. Because they're asking a lot of the town to give up exchange to benefit them. What benefit would it be for us later on as taxpayers?
Okay, and I think that I can see leaving the top of 4 in, but I could see also taking out that last clause on page 1 that we referred to about the seasonal employee housing.
16 units.
Yeah, the 16 minutes. Let's focus on the rental housing and the ownership housing, and not so much on the seasonal employee housing. That would be my recommendation if there's a motion to make that change.
I make a motion that we take out the 16 units of seasonal employee housing, into one, that's the qualifications.
Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Okay. So this is just to take that out. So all in favor, say aye. Opposed? Okay, now we need a motion to approve the amended request for qualifications.
I make a motion that we approve the amendment to request qualification for affordable housing workforce development.
Seconds. Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Okay, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Next, we move to Town Hall Administration Budget Summary Report. And, yeah. Any questions on that? At this point? And by the way, Barb is quite far along in conversion to the new workforce software, so I would expect, but maybe even before we leave, we might see the reports in the new format with the software services. We keep our fingers crossed.
Yeah.
She's still out between now and when she leaves us. So is there a motion to accept the budget summary report for May?
I will make a motion to accept the budget summary.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And carries. Next, we've got a memo also from on grant updates. Public Arts Committee received funding from the Trust Fund, the Michael Mellon funds. The Energy Committee, I guess, did meet to review the pre-application,
Correct.
and they with the
They made a number of suggestions for revisions and being redrafted today, I believe, and will be ready to be presented by the Thursday's deadline.
Great, thank you. Any questions on grant updates? We need a resolution, we have resolution 2023-0711, updating the 2023 fee schedule.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 2023-0711, update the fee schedule.
Second, any discussion?
Mr. Chair, if I can point out on the second bullet point, there's a typo, it should be plus an additional 25 cents instead of double A.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. As amended, is there, we have a motion and second instead of agreeable?
Yes.
Okay, any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next item, job description for internal function coordinator. Kudos to everyone for figuring out how to piece what Barb does apart into different people taking on responsibility. So just so everyone watching is aware, Barb's responsibilities are going to largely go to the new internal accounting coordinator. We haven't had any luck in hiring a full-time replacement for Barb. And so this is Plan C, which has a 3/4 time accounting, internal accounting coordinator. And then the treasurer is going to take on some additional responsibilities. The payroll coordinator is going to take on some things that Barb did. The town administrator is going to take on some things. The clerical assistant or Jean is going to take on a few things. Department heads are going to take on some things. And we have arranged with Ahlers and Pierce, the CPA firm, to take on certain responsibilities as well. The estimate is that all of this is going to be $4,000 more than what the budget for the position was for the remainder of the year. And I think we're just going to have to review what it looks like going into next year. And you see the job description for the harbor, for the internal accounting coordinator, which also, the proposal you're going to see, I believe, is to approve hiring Lauren Berteau, who's currently the Harbor Commission Secretary. This would be an additional responsibility, and it would move her to being full-time. So Mike, you had a question?
I have a couple questions. Well, not questions, I just want everyone to be aware of the fact that we, meaning the Harbor Commission, when we first hired Lauren, we hired her on the premise that she was gonna work approximately 10 hours a week, but when the purchase, when it goes through, or if it goes through, that it would probably increase. Now, with that being said, we're on, that may happen pretty soon. So let everyone be known that for support hours for the Harbor Commission may be increased. So just so everybody's on the same page about that. You don't want anything to come up later on that you know that.
Everybody's aware.
And then naturally, she would answer to the Harbor Commission, for the Harbor Commission. You, in the job description, you're the immediate supervisor as a town administrator, but not the Harbor Commission.
Right, from the time, for their 75 or 80% time they're working on town. Right.
I just wanted everybody to be aware.
And it's gonna, I'm sure there are gonna be conflicts where, both the town and the Harbor Commission have something urgent that they need a person to do. And so there will be a negotiation at some point about how that gets resolved. But we will just be aware of it right now and cross that bridge when we come to it.
As I may, I mean, we can't project the future and how much duties might increase in the Harbor Commission. I've had discussions with the Harbor Commission president and a few other members. If you look at other harbor commissions, state requires a position called the Harbor Commission Secretary. Those positions typically handle responsibilities that are more of what people would understand as being directors rather than clerical positions. And so that is something our Harbor Commission will have to evaluate, but we believe that, I should say, and that position will morph into something different than what it is now.
Thank you, Michael. So we have,
All the other positions are comfortable with getting an extra week.
They are
Do you think
aware
they
that
can
we've had that discussion. I mean, it's going to be a trial and error.
Yeah.
Everybody understands what their role are. Some of them are more natural fits than others. If you want an honest answer, I'm going to be the one pulling together all the budget spreadsheets, which is something Barb has done for who knows how many years. So am I comfortable with that? Not at all. But the department heads are probably less comfortable with me doing that than they are with Barb too. But we have to all step up and take this on. So we try to divide it up in ways that make sense, and it's going to be trial and error, and we'll blast our way through it for the next several months and then figure out if we need to readjust.
With that said, I'd like to thank physicians that are taking on the extra work, and I just really appreciate your time.
thank you, well said.
Yeah.
Agreed. Okay, do we have a motion to approve the job description?
I'll
for
make a
the-
motion, we approve the internal accounting coordinator, Harbor Commission Secretary job.
Okay.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded, any discussion? Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Next is to actually hire the internal accounting coordinator. And the recommendation is to hire Lauren Berteau at 20 to 25% of full-time, or I'm sorry, 75 to 80% of full-time and $25 an hour effective immediately.
I make a motion on the hire Lauren Berteau for that position.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded, any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next item, the 2022 financial audit information. Everyone should have received. And for members of the public, we can have lovely copies of
Available
at town hall for people to review, and copy. I don't think we need to take any action tonight on this, is that right?
That is correct.
That is just for your information. The next item G is attachment B to the 2023 compensation resolution. And this was actually taken previously just to incorporate it now into our compensation resolution. The summer rec assistant going from $18 to $20 an hour. Is there a motion?
I will make a motion to approve the resolution 2022-1227.
Second, moved and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Next are vouchers.
I will make a motion to approve the vouchers in the amount of $37,735.59.
Is there a second? Moved and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Next, item minutes, and we've got 3 sets amending the regular town board meeting minutes from June 13th, 2023, as well as approving the special town board meeting minutes of June 27th and regular town board meeting minutes of June 27th.
I'll make the motion to approve the amended draft minutes for the regular town board meeting June 13th, 2023, and to approve the special town board meeting of Tuesday, June 27th, 2023, and to approve the regular town board meeting Tuesday, June 27th, 2023.
Is there a second? Moved and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Next, item 8, emergency services, police department. First item is to hire a police candidate, Carl Williams, to a part-time position of up to 1,500 hours per year at $20 an hour. I'm sorry, up to $1,500 at $20 an hour for 2023, pending the successful outcome of required hiring procedures. Is there a motion to?
I will make a motion to hire Carl Williams, part-time position, up to $1,500 at $20 an hour for 2023.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next item, vehicles and traffic ordinance. And so this is kind of,
It's just the full, it's the full, vehicles and traffic, but I only copied you the, I have a full one here, if you have some other questions. Just the ones on speed limits and parking on the road, because then you're considering the addition of Snow Place Road as your next agenda item. So if there were any other things you saw out of place, with changing, you could do that now, because then, we'll officially make a change.
and in this, there are some strikeouts in the, are those ones that were.
Those are
voted on?
previously already approved.
Okay, thank you. So really what we're being asked to approve now is to have a posted speed limit on Snow Place Road of 20 miles an hour, which is the lowest limit posted on other town roads. And doing that will require this ordinance amendment. And then also no parking on Snow Place Road on the west side of the road, the airport side, from Big Bay Road to 100 feet past the driveway of fire number 951, and then on both sides of the road south of that. And that would create parking restrictions also under Chapter 425, Article 3. So is there a motion to adopt these?
I actually have a question.
Okay.
So, because it does, like a lot of times we have a skid steer. We're gonna bring that skid steer, we're not gonna drive the trailer into our driveway because it's just not gonna work. And so I'm assuming that if it's active unloading or loading, that there would be parking okay to do.
that would fall under the state, probably, yes. I mean, to do the same thing as people parking illegally to unload stuff. They
Okay.
do it all the time.
Yeah, I think that's not considered parking technically.
Yeah, because you
I
have,
think it's like standing or stopping.
okay, all right, that was
Yes.
just, obviously, that's something that does happen.
Sure, sure. Okay, any other bullets, have a motion? To adopt the
I think
changes.
it would be like that we adopt the changes to the vehicle and traffic. To 20 miles an hour on Snow Place Road and no parking on the airport side and blah, blah, blah. That's the numbers. That's what I'm missing.
Okay. Is there a second?
And amending chapter
425, amending chapter 425
And I mean, chapter 425, article 3,
and 1.
and 1.
Okay, is there a second?
I'll say.
Okay, and this was at the request of the sanitary district, although they had requested it, but on 15, I think the chief thought 20 miles an hour being the lowest limit elsewhere. So any other discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed?
Sorry, just a second. That's-
Fire department, nothing there.
No.
Ambulance use of the emergency services building on August 26, 2023 for an EMS fall fundraiser. Is there a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve the ambulance service to use this emergency services building for a fundraiser on August 26th.
I'll make it, I'll second.
Any questions? All in favor, say aye. Opposed? Motion carries. We now have public comment B. Any public comment, Paul?
Last night, there was a information gathering session with the steering committee. And unless you guys were watching on the computer and none of you were present, there's another listening session this Thursday, I believe at 5 p.m. It sure would be great if the town fathers and town mothers would show up. And if not, at least show up, at least tune in and just see what the people are talking about as a precursor to the public hearing next month.
Thank you, Paul. And could we get that? I understand it was recorded, Michael.
Well, we have, yeah.
But I think it hasn't gone.
I'll put it on YouTube channel.
Yeah, okay, thanks. Any other public comment? Okay. Operators and liquor and operators licenses. We have 3 operators licenses for Catherine Ash, Andy Ronstadt, and Pete Peterson.
Didn't we approve Michaela to just go, wasn't there a law change that said if a clerk, if there's not a problem with anything, any of our, the clerk would just go ahead and approve these instead of us having to do it every time? Remember, I mean, I remember that.
Okay. Oh, here we are.
Yeah.
We have a motion.
I make a motion to approve operators licenses for Catherine Ash, Andy Longstaff, and Matthew Eason.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Non-intoxicating beverage license for Madeline Island Trails.
Make a motion to approve the non-intoxicating beverage license for Maryland. Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Lawsuits and legal issues. Michael, anything? No updates?
No updates.
We have to wait.
Yep. New agenda items for future meetings.
The designated fund general fund, the major road base resolutions, and the appeals.
I think somewhere down the road, I mean, after everybody goes through the Baker Tilly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would really, well, sometime before budget, when we start doing budget, it'd be nice to, and there's a lot of information in there. Somebody's got to go through and explain it to us. I don't understand.
And then
So
whatever.
the auditor is willing to come up and have that discussion.
Yeah, but then we saw that they did it before, and we saw, we just sat there like deer in headlights. We didn't know what to ask.
Well, why don't we put it on the agenda to come up with, to raise our questions? Then we can, they don't have to be here for that. And then we can have them follow, we can invite them to the next meeting.
Right.
After the questions.
Just between ourselves, like, you might see something that I read through them today, and I was lost. I didn't understand, like, after we were talking about.
Quite easy to get lost.
So, yes, there's a lot of information.
So, any other,
We'll
agenda?
need to have permits for the ball, right?
Oh,
So,
yeah, they're probably gonna need a special event.
Oh, special event.
Well, yeah,
If they're gonna sell beer,
yeah. That's how it
would it
works.
be, if it's donation, does that matter?
Yes.
Okay.
They would still want.
They didn't take money.
If the ticket, if the alcohol's included in the ticket price, they still want that. But
Just-
that's not a special event, though, that's just a.
whatever,
temporary
payment
license.
license, okay. Whatever is required.
Well, we'll have to investigate. I mean, thanks for raising that, Amy,
We-
because I believe you can't sell liquor on town property without a special event permit.
Oh, there you go.
This came up before, and we went through this all, and, I mean, it's gonna use permanent again, so
Okay,
we do that.
all right. Any other? Moves us to item 13. Is there a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion, we adjourn.
Second.
Moved and seconded, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Hey, and look at this, like 1 hour.
I know I can't believe it.
That's crazy. Yeah, right.